I'm working as a data scientist at IDEA. Today I will just be going through the Galaxy hack, um, which is really about how you take Galaxy images and then you try to do some analysis with it. Um, and the end task or the end tutorial is about Galaxy classification and clustering. But before that, there are 5 tutorials in general in total. One is data pre-processing, and then automatic feature extraction and engineering. Tutorial 3 is about manual feature extraction. I think tutorial 4 is about data visualization. And the fifth tutorial is about Galaxy classification and clustering, like I said before. The data that you will be using through this tutorial, the dataset has 10,000 images of Galaxy min set, and each image is 64 by 64. The data has 4 classes, which is smooth round, smooth cigar, edge on disk, and unbalanced spiral. After you go through the tutorials, you will be asked, for instance, like to change the data set itself and try to explore other sets from other domains. For instance, you can go explore in agriculture, you can go and explore in medicine, and there are links to Kaggle, so you can actually go and see. But obviously, like the nature of the data set itself has to be images. So you can apply what you have learned throughout those tutorials with the new data set. Here's a requirement file, so you can set up the environment on your own, and these are just some instructions to install Git. This work is based on this honor student. He was an honor student in 2022, and he published this work at International Conference on Electrical and Computer Energy Technology, yeah, in 2022. Um, yeah, and this is just a reference for the data used in this tutorial. So I'm just gonna go through over the tutorials. So this is the first tutorial, a brief introduction about the data and the 4 classes, and then this is how you get them and load the data. Um, this is how we visualize the data. Obviously, like when you run these things, you would see how the images looks like, and then how would you do some of the pre-processing. So, for instance, how would you turn it into grayscale, and then image resizing, and so on and so forth. About the second tutorial, just the idea is that you want to do automatic feature extraction using an autoencoder method. Everything is well explained here, and we try to provide 2 examples. One is shallow autoencoder, so it's like a simpler method, and um, and then later there's like a deeper model here, which is deep convolution autoencoder. And then you get to some exercises follow where you can actually follow from the shallow autoencoder. Um, and this is the third tutorial where we do manual feature extraction. We would basically use statistics um, to get some features that can be in some use later on. It's a way really of pre-processing. This is a yeah, sorry. So this is a fourth tutorial, and it's about visualization. So the idea is that you really want, if you have an image and you want to visualize this image in 2D space, you just need to reduce the whole image into 2 features or 2 points, so you'll be able to visualize it in 2D space. And we are showing here how we do that using 2 methods. One of them is BCA. It's a very famous method in the literature. And then we have the fifth tutorial, which is about classification and clustering analysis, where you basic clustering is where you try to find groups in the data or clustering in the data, and the data does not have to be labeled. However, supervised learning and classification is where you actually need the data to be labeled. So we show how would you do this and that. And like I said, the end task is you basically take what you have learned from those 5 tutorials, and then you try to apply it to a new data set so you can get a feel of the data science aspect of things. It's like you have this pipeline, but how would you try to implement it to other data um, from different fields? And I think this is one of the most amazing things that you can find in this field in general. I think that's about it for this video. Please, if you do have any questions, you can email me at islam@idea.ac.za. And yeah, thank you and all the best.